Check 1, 2, y'all. Yeah, Big Mike coming at you live and direct. Max City Limits radio show and Philosopher King Central. Shout out to my homeboy, man, my player, my partner, man, Nigga Fuchsias, Tony Maceo. We just did a program speaking on the, should I say, the predicament that black men have been put in nowadays with women making outlandish, fraudulent allegations / accusations of a sexual nature against men. And we was going all the way back to Bill Cosby when we first started speaking on this issue. And we basically warned y'all, man. We warned the fellas that if you sitting up and you are cheering any brother, any man, period, if you are cheering for his downfall via the words of these scandalous ass broads, you are in fact, in essence, cheering for your own demise, your own downfall, because it's only a matter of time before they weaponize the courts against you with this bullshit. We told y'all this shit, man. Going back all the way back to 2013, 2014, man. Going back to Bill Cosby. We told y'all, stop being a dumbass. Stop being a tool. Stop being a pawn in the game by cheering when a brother gets slammed over these scalawags, man. Stop being a dumbass, man, you know? And I was hearing cats saying things because they obviously missed the overall message. Because we was basically talking about P. Diddy in this regard, right? And yes, me and Tony are aware. We know that P. Diddy's a scumbag. I'm pretty sure of it. Not necessarily sure what my man Tony thinks, but I'm pretty sure he's a scumbag, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's done some pretty unsavory things due to the fact that he has the money and he has the power to get this shit off. You know what I mean? But that being said, you're still innocent until proven guilty. What I mean by that is you don't touch the man's reputation. You don't touch the man's money. You don't touch the man's livelihood just because you speculating on some shit. Just because you speculate he's a scumbag and you don't have no concrete proof, that doesn't mean you try and destroy the brother and come after his money, come after his livelihood, man, come after his occupation to help ensure that he can't feed himself. No, you don't do that. That's as evil as it can get. Because I was seeing people sending me emails, and there was a couple in the comment section talking about P. Diddy did this to himself. We understand this. We know this. The oligarchs, if they want you, they always give you just enough rope to hang yourself. Because everything that P. Diddy is guilty of, the oligarchs are guilty of as well. They're all guilty of sexual impropriety. When you are a man with tons of money, that's just the way it is. You tend to just do what you want to do, how you want to do it, to whoever the fuck you want to do it to. And you get away with it. Because you own shit. You own the courts. You own the cops. You own lawyers. That is, if you're really up there in the big leagues, man. And P. Diddy is not as rich as he is. He ain't in the big leagues. He was on the outskirts. So once again, the overall message we were trying to communicate to y'all is we are perfectly aware that individuals such as R. Kelly, individuals such as P. Diddy, got skulls and bones in a closet. But that being said, we have to have concrete proof of their misconduct before we do a deep dive and we punish them for it. That's all we saying. We gotta have proof. We have seen the proof with R. Kelly. not so much seem to prove. There's a lot of circumstantial evidence against P. Diddy. But from an art of war standpoint, man, I'm thinking to myself, even if I knew P. Diddy did some unsavory sexual things. Now, I'm not talking about unsavory as in like pedophilia or nothing like that. You can't really come back from that as far as I'm concerned. And of course, I'm not talking about him actually violating someone, penetrating someone against their will. I'm not saying that either. But the things that's leveled against P. Diddy, man, with this Cassie broad, man, look, check this shit out. I got a slightly different perspective on it when it comes to P. Diddy and Cassie. Cassie signed up to be a trophy bitch, man. A trophy wife. She signed up to be a glorified jump off, man. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of y'all are going to probably shake your head when I'm saying this shit. But, take it from me when I tell you, man, look. There's certain things that just come with the goddamn job, bro. Certain things that come with the job. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, bitch. I said it. There's certain things that come with the job of being a trophy bitch. You know what that means? That means if P. Diddy want to pee on you and you agree to it, well, let it flow. That's right. I'm not saying that's what he did, but I'm saying if this is the job description, if this is what you signed up for, you know what I mean? Well, enjoy the flow and take your money, take your cash out. But don't take the cash and don't take the perks of being peed on and then 20 years later come back and say, he peed on me, bitch. Don't do that. If you don't want to be peed on, if you don't want to be so-called humiliated, the way she claimed that she was humiliated by P. Diddy, then you leave that nigga. But evidently she wasn't that humiliated. Why? Because she stayed because of the perks. She stayed because of the whining and dining. She stayed because of the vacations to Europe. She stayed because of the diamonds and the jewels, the necklaces. Oh, she was getting cashed out. Yeah, man. And then 20 years later, after fulfilling her role as a glorified side chick, man, now she want to say, I was abused. No, you weren't abused. You knew what came with the job, bitch. That was the job. If you didn't know that that's what came with the job, you would have left. So I'm saying, man, there's all sorts of wrong being done here by everybody in the equation, man. No, P. Diddy don't get no points for being an abusive asshole just because he can. He don't get no points for that. But Cassie, as far as I'm concerned, she got what she was asking for. She got what she was paid to do. P. Diddy wanted somebody to play with, where he could get his little funky ass abusive fantasies off on. And he said, look, in exchange for me being able to degrade you and treat you like shit, we're gonna go to the finest restaurants. We're gonna go to the finest hotels. You're gonna get money. You're gonna get jewels. Baby, you're gonna have it all. But just let me pee on you. Or just please let me allow myself the pleasure of being a spectator in a gangbang orgy starring you. And I want some of my partners to smash on you. Don't worry, I'm gonna compensate you. I know a lot of you soy boys and you cream puff snowflakes out there clutching your pearls. But man, there's chicks out there that's like that, Jack. They in it to win it. They in it to win it by any means necessary. But understand this. If they can figure out a way to also get back at your ass for making her do the most nastiest and most raunchiest things known to man, even though she was being well compensated. If she could figure out a way to circumvent all of that and still come around the back door and boo-hoo and whine to somebody to get you twisted up in some shit, to get some legal money out of you, some court money out of you, man, shit, it's a new day and age for these broads, nigga. That's right, the courts are specifically made to ass rape you. That is, if you a man. And none of that illustrates that more than the Jonathan Majors court case. I really didn't know too much about it till maybe like a week ago, man. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh my God, man. Oh my God. Because in me and Tony's latest show, we basically stated if you want to protect yourself, get everything on video. You know what I mean? Get everything on video. Get some documents together. Get everything. Get all your ducks lined up in a row, man. But come to find out, when I'm watching this Jonathan Majors case, first of all, I couldn't even believe this. He went to court on a misdemeanor charge. Yeah, misdemeanor charge. Who does that? Yeah, this punk ass Alvin Bragg, this DA, district attorney up in New York, man, who is a George Soros backed attorney. Man, George Soros is turning the world upside down in the United States, man. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, but what I'm thinking is, George Soros has been paying Alvin Bragg a lot of money to be an asshole. Or maybe George Soros and the crew got some sort of secrets, some sort of dirty, nasty improprieties that Alvin Bragg has been involved in. And they blackmailing him just to make sure that he does all of these fucked up ass situations when it comes to prosecuting key figures in New York, man. Bottom line is, it never should have went to trial. It's bullshit. And how do we know this? Because we got video of this white woman being the aggressor against Mr. Majors, chasing him for like 2 or 3 city blocks. Yeah, man. We don't have any sort of evidence stating that Mr. Majors was the aggressor at all. She was the aggressor. And then when he calls the cops on the female, the cops come and they arrest her. They don't arrest Majors. Right? And this is the kicker. This is the crazy part. Even with all of this video evidence, even with the police actually having documents stating that they showed up at Jonathan Majors' residence and they arrested the woman, guess what happens when you go to court? Guess what happens when you go to trial? These some bitches, right, would not allow the defense. Listen to what I'm telling y'all, man. This shit is crazy. They would not allow the defense to show you anything pertaining to that video or the police records. They wouldn't let you see it, so that you can come to an informed, rational conclusion or decision. All they would let you see is things that would make Jonathan Majors look bad. But they wouldn't let you see anything that would make this white woman look like she was in the wrong. None of it was admissible in court. So now, shit, me and my nigga Tony, we can't even say for sure that even video evidence will save your ass. Because if they want you, they have the power to just say, no, we're not going to look at anything that exonerates you. No, we're not. We want you to be guilty, so fuck it. You just gonna be guilty. And this jury will not have the power to come to an informed, rational conclusion. So it's getting so bad these days, man, that even if you get a female to sign on the dotted line, even if you get her to agree to be videotaped, and then she want to come back at a later date and say that you did something very, very foul to her, but it's quite obvious you didn't because you got video proof and you have her John Hancock on some shit, man. The court could just say, fuck your evidence, fuck your paperwork, fuck your videos. We're not going to have it by any way, shape, or form admissible in court. It's not going to happen. Nigga, we going to hang you. Yeah, they've been priming you niggas for this for the last 10 to 15 years, man, starting with Cosby. We told your ass, nigga. It's going to be a cascading effect, man. Going to be a domino effect, nigga. Once they started with Cosby, they wasn't going to stop. It wasn't going to stop. Like I said, you seen what they did with Cosby. He had a whole bunch of legal paperwork stating that they couldn't come back and relitigate the case against him and Andrea Constand. Yeah. She signed off on it. Everybody signed off on it, but he still ended up going back to court. Hence the reason why he's out now. Because, I mean, it was just obvious that the court was in the wrong and that they wasn't supposed to be able to do that. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. This is what they doing now. Against all men. If they want you to be guilty, they could just say, we just want you to be guilty. Damn, whatever evidence you got, we're not going to allow you to present it in court. Now that's just crazy. I don't see how they can get that shit off. Well, yeah, I can see how they get that shit off, because who gonna tell the state what they can and what they can't do, right? Man, fellas, it's getting really dangerous out here, man. It's getting really dangerous out here. I don't know what to say to you, man, because like I said, even nowadays, when you got concrete, rock solid evidence to exonerate you, the courts are geared right about now, because they're setting precedents every day, that they can actually look you in your face and give you the finger and say, fuck you, we don't care what you got, we're not going to allow you to present it in court. Man. Well, that's all I got to say, man. Coming out here just giving y'all a quickie. Also, if you want to listen to, I got two more shows that me and Tony did, kind of like pertaining to the same thing. Black Man, His Image, the destruction of his image and his wealth. It's in my Patreon. You know, I put that up in there for my diehard listeners, man. Had 2 more episodes with Tony Maceo in the Patreon. So if you wonder where show 2 and 3 is, it is in the Patreon. But I don't want to make this joint too long, man. Big Mike Almighty One himself, Triple XL, coming at you live and direct. Max City Limits Radio Show. Philosopher King Central. And we out.